So, when last we left off with our intrepid heroes, what happened with you guys? Yeah, I know.
I
It was so
mean,
much.
Oh, man, it's been a
everything
month.
was.
That was a while ago.
It's
Everything
been a
was-
while. I'm
Ocasio was tiled up and wet for a while.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
We had a little talk with not Ocasio.
and Ocasio taunted Halbrod and his big weapon that he was threatening her with.
Which is great because the more she was taunting, the more she was giving us information. It's like,
No,
sure,
you
go ahead.
complained actually that she didn't give you very much information for a lot of it. But the only thing that she gave you really was that she, in fact, is not dead. She has trained quite a few knights. And,
Yeah.
you're going to be surprised. And she basically told you you're going to be surprised how it works in the end.
I mean, that's the thing. I was quote unquote complaining that she wasn't telling us anything, but in the meantime, I was like, you told us about this and this and this. Thank you very much. You're very forthcoming.
No, she knew what she was telling you, and it was the things that left you with more questions than answers.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's the like,
That's
okay,
okay.
great, I know these things. This does not give me a whole lot of actual answers. But hey, I've got more post-it notes on the wall to connect with Red String now.
Mm-hmm.
wow.
So you three
Other, but
continued
like I
on your way to
said-
the academy. And, well, first you finished paying your dues to the council to enter the academy, and then you met your people and chose your houses. Meanwhile, across the way, the individuals in Drac Choblood got to see an individual that didn't quite look like anything they'd seen before. A large, hulking, gray-skinned, tattooed man that spoke quite eloquently and was very intrigued by the rune work being used around the orcs and by the funny little hat that Leaf was wearing.
That's right, because we got to remember to tell Halbarad how much he appreciated the work that he did.
Yeah. And
How
he
was
might
my
come
hat
up again.
funny looking?
Not really write down what site join. It's not important.
Well, it's not important this session.
Yeah.
Well, in that moment, what they told you was that it was a very peculiar use of those things. That's not normally what they do. And that they would be very curious to hear your findings once you have some information. And then they just kind of wandered out of town again. But then, you all were told something by the chief of what it is they hope to accomplish next. And that is this wonderful city here. Why is it not pinging? There we go. This wonderful place here. And how they wished to annex it from Arwald. I mean, Hallbrod so graciously showed them how to make rune items. And there just happens to be a mine here. And it's a trade city in the middle of nowhere. Wouldn't it be more useful to them? Think of the resources. Think of the leverage. Think of having more land for the orcs. And Brenna walked off going, maybe we shouldn't just leave them to their own devices. And that is where I open you to think about what that is and ask me anything you wish in this moment about Coalfield, the city in which they are going to be approaching.
I feel like the orcs need a history book because historically, leveraging the East India Company for anything is not a good idea.
Well,
So, Brenna and Leaf, as you were told that before, are you planning to set off towards Caulfield to see what's going on, to wait and see the lay of the land? What is it that you're doing? As my doorbell goes off.
I was about to say,
Pizza's here.
visitor.
I don't remember what we discussed, but I feel like we should learn a little bit more about this place before we just let the orcs march right in.
The only thing you have really heard about this place much is that it is a frontier trades town. This here is really on the edge of getting into plains and savanna. Things towards the south, it gets more craggy, more canyon, more Arizona, New Mexico. Out here, we're Texas.
Come on, Greg, let's take you back to Phoenix.
I don't wanna. It's hot. There's good food though, but
I mean, what was that thing you said you wanted?
oh, for halberod, the mushrooms that like fire to spread. We could pick some of those up.
Gotta go to hot areas.
Or California, lots of fire.
Unfortunately. It will take you, if you follow the river, about a day and a half to get there.
Might as well go.
Yeah, I mean, if nothing else, we can at least scope it out, get a sense for what we're up against.
Wonderful. Roll me survival as you do, Brenna. First roll of the night.
Was a 16, rolled to a 6.
I mean, it's still 15, so.
At least you got a +9.
Yeah, but it could have been a 25.
The path that you're following along the river does have at least a little bit of travel to it, but it's not heavily traveled in any way. This hasn't become any kind of worn-in trail yet for the orcs or anybody traveling kind of to the budding city of Drak-Choblood. But you can't help but notice that there seems to be a fairly recent set.
Do they look like orc prints, or do they just look like normal humanoid footprints?
They look like orc footprints. One of them seems really big. One of them seems kind of smaller, and one of them's about what you'd expect for an orc.
So there was an orc and a dire orc.
And then a smaller orc.
I don't remember creating those.
No, but you did see a very massive orc in the front of the city when you first got there. It got bigger when you exposed him to spores.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
As long as it's not like the creatures from Mistborn, the monsters that just keep growing and growing, but like their skin stays the same size and eventually starts to like crack as they get too big for the waist.
No. What the fuck?
Did you read that book?
No.
Oh yeah, so like it's just kind of like the really, really big ones are, yeah.
Well, I don't think that's quite what we're dealing with in this situation, seeing as they are more symbiotes. All right. Then, before, as you guys reach the edges of Caulfield, I will show you the map quickly. Just so you understand that in which you are dealing with here. That's right. I made lots of pins. Woo!
Hell yeah.
It's also funny
Motherfucker.
making at least one of these pins that Halbarad would care about, but he's not here.
So is Bob's Burgers like right next to Well Tan My Hide? Because it would be kind of fitting.
Look, some of these were created with my writing assistant, and she definitely enjoys interesting names and stories for the people there. Some of these are then at least points of interest for general usage of the city, and
Oh,
might
not
be
complaining. I was just curious.
Well, now that you've seen this, we cut back 3 days in the past. Let's see. Boop, boop, boop. Oof, my shit is chugging. Why is it chugging so much today?
Be right back 1 second.
Okay. We join our trio of orcs, summoned by the war chief, Gorkul the Unbroken, to be tasked with a mission for the tribe and for the betterment of all orcs. You have each been weighed and found worthy for this task. We hope that you will be successful in being able to prepare areas for us. We wish for you to be able to weaken the resolve of our enemies so that they will either learn to show their bellies or learn the axe. I've given each of you a mission. Something you must do to try and see this city fall to us. Do you have any questions?
Right, I do. So what are doing?
Did you say what are you doing or collectively?
I guess what we're doing is collectively getting changing the morale. But what am I doing?
You will help weaken the people, sapping them at their bones, weakening them in their very homes.
Right. So, and how am I to do that?
You see Isgrol, the kind of blinded shaman, kind of move forward in his kooky, kind of dancing kind of way. We have an answer! We have an answer! That's right! We have an answer! And he hands you this vial
Oh my god.
that is corked and wrapped in a kind of single red cloth shard. And you can see where the end of it just kind of has a rudimentary skull. This is what you use! Right in the water, nothing else to do.
What was that?
This is what you'll use
I'm dead.
right in the water, nothing else
Oh.
to do.
Okay. I
I'm
was like,
fucking
did I hear that right?
That's right, we're fucking each other with accents tonight.
Oh my god.
You see as the war chief kind of... Each of you roll insight.
Mm. Oh.
It could have just stayed on the 20. That would have been fine.
I saw that. It's like, oh.
Well, Maeve definitely recognizes the tired eyes of someone who is used to tolerating somebody, understanding the usefulness of their companion, but sometimes being just tired of their stuff. And he's like, yes, I'm sure it will work perfectly for what we need. So, their food, their worship, and their water. Any other questions?
Draska has no questions. Let's do this.
I think
She said-
Sigri has just been quietly watching the whole time, kind of just every now and then petting the hawk he's holding on his right arm, but just, he got his job. He knows what to do. He's just observing.
Wonderful. Then he smiles and gestures towards the exit, and you hear as a thud of drums begins, and you understand that you're dismissed.
I'll give a traditional, respectful, bow or whatever gesture would be appropriate, and just turn and walk away.
I feel like a bang to the chest, like to the heart is what I'm gonna.
I think Maeve sees two different, some kind of something, and does like a little, like, just like a tiny salute, I guess. Like, okay, we're doing something, all of us.
Oh yeah, me too. Boom. There we go.
So there's the traditional, there's the bang on the chest, and there's a little curtsy.
The war chief kind of inspects each of your salutes momentarily before letting out a triumphant roar, and you can hear it kind of echoed throughout the trail leading out of the city as guards and various people echo the roar, understanding it is, the roar of the war chief.
I walk very proudly. My chest is puffed the fuck out.
Now is a very interesting point to take a moment back and point something out to the three of you orc players. Draska, in this situation, is a tattooed orc. You, as players, have not necessarily really been exposed to the tattoo orcs, past just Ukrad's small bit. On a fundamental level, the two of you acquiesce to her.
Is this something we notice, or?
Oh yes. Since the emergence of the tattooed orcs,
Okay.
it became a very clear division of leadership, because the green within you responds to it. The tattoos themselves are a marking that are also a part of it, and those without it respond in odd acquiescence.
Right. I think Maeve's going to check this, but they're going to hide it behind feelings that they're very into a statuesque lady. So, I'm just going to assume it's that. They're quite tall.
Here we go.
Not
Here we
tall,
go.
So,
Can't get enough of me. I'm sorry. So sorry.
This is the detail I kept from Grim till this exact moment.
Oh, good. Uh-huh.
So, above table, Another interesting thing to point out is how tall are each of you?
I'm 6'9".
I need to pull out the mini again because I didn't mark it on the character sheet.
Right. Well, if you've heard my accent at all, you'll know that I've got a bit of the halfling in me. You see, my dad was a very charismatic short king, and so my mother followed to a halfling village. So I'm about 4 feet tall, you see.
I'm coming after your Lucky Charms, just so you know.
Yes, I see that you're a very small lady.
I am a little bit muscular because I am an orc. I'm at least half an orc.
Yes, I see some little dumplings under that skin. Very cute indeed.
Yeah, Sigrid is a bit on the short side for an orc. He's about 6'7". But he's more on the lean build than just mass.
So what is up, little one? How can Drashka help you? Is that offensive? Should I not say that?
We're looking for now.
That sounds like, hilariously enough, I want Maeve to make a anxiety-free wisdom saving throw. Okay. You are not a stuttering mess right now. You keep your wits around you, around this mountainous person.
What is your walking speed?
I think it's normal, or is it less because I'm a?
No, it's normal.
Okay.
I was gonna offer uppies, but never mind.
And this is what Sigrid gets the whole time. While getting that entire, like, superior officer feeling the entire time where you can't actually bring yourself to say anything.
There's a lot of side eye between Sigrid and his hawk. They just like both like, just side eye each other and just like yep, that's what we've got.
Never seen a hawk sigh before, but here it is.
This hawk is exhausted with this.
So everyone, do you think we should talk along the way? Do you think we should have plan? Like, are we breaking up when we get there? I assume we are all going to our own separate mission. Are we going to try to help each other?
Now is when I do this. Like I'm gonna let the rest of you know. How silly. We'll see you two in a little bit. Don't worry, you'll still be able to see what's happening on the map.
Oh.
No, they're not gonna know.
Oh.
They're not gonna know what your plan is. That's the point.
So we're working together.
Oh yes, no, all of you are you three are working together on your mission. And
because I had a solo plan.
Because they have been told people are coming, people are doing things. So, and that was the whole point of them seeing your boot marks ahead of them.
So I had like a solo plan.
Mm-hmm.
Or are they all in the same place?
I mean, they're around townish.
I know they're all in the same city, but like.
So my question to the DM is whether we had a map of Caulfield. Because I feel like this would be things that we would have known like as characters, but did we have a map of it to give us an idea of?
Yeah, with all the pins. I know what I
No,
need
wait,
to
never
do.
mind. I can still incorporate you guys. Never mind.
They would
I
have
forget
at least had kind of like the general tourist map, if you will.
Yeah, close enough.
Like the sort of thing that even back in those days would kind of be posted up like, look at our city. You know, first gen photography, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
that.
I'm guessing my thing is either in the north or in the west part of town. Because
Well,
I doubt that the cattle would be in the town.
correct. So with you, it is the question of precisely how to go about that.
Mm-hmm.
Because essentially, I mean, everything that's not mine area here is so, you know, everything in this area is really where they would be doing that sort of thing. There is also within the town at least one set of farmers that could be used to gather information or anything like that as well, whether that's by them or you. But there are things there for that as well.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let's do this shit.
Okay. So how do you split off as you become close to the city? Like, just kind of give each other the
That's what
silent nods and part ways.
That's what I was wondering earlier. Are we working together or are we breaking up? Because I think I could do mine solo, but if you want to be there just in case, you totally can. I'd be fine with that.
I don't want a lot of people around for my thing.
Okay, then yes, I think we should just break up, and everybody do our own thing.
I think Sigway kind of looks towards was it Maeve?
Yes.
We don't have to be very close, but if we stay within a certain distance, I can help you be more discreet in town.
Well, you can.
Yeah.
Do you care to elaborate?
I can just help you be quieter, less conspicuous, as long as we stay within, about 9 yards of each other.
Right. Well, I'm going to have to be at the center of town almost. So we'll have to work together to do both of our tasks.
Well, I mean, you're just dropping that thing in the well, right?
Right, but it's directly across from the sheriff's office, so I'd need to do it very discreetly. I don't want to be seen tampering with the water supply.
Right. So, if I can make you discreet enough, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Then maybe you can help out with, you know, moving the cattle along.
I just look up at him from my 4 feet and just be like, "Move along."
It seems like I'm going
Actually-
to pray. I'm going to the house of worship. So I think we should have planned that whoever finished first. If I finish first, I'll try to come meet you at the where the cows are, I guess. And if you finish first, you could come to the church. But stay outside until you hear commotion.
Is there a place outside of town that you're gonna set for like a meetup point or something then?
Could be, yeah.
I think probably like closest to where the largest the concentration of cattle might be.
Who wants to do that last?
Roll me a d4. How there, Grim.
Okay. 4.
Okay. I'll be over here.
Okay.
Opposite side is where the highest distribution of cattle is.
I'll look to Droshka and kind of like, with a respectful bow of the head. If I may, if we come from the north, I could make us all discreet until you get to the house of worship. We hit the well, and then we can all get to the east.
Well, the thing is, what I'm doing is going to cause quite a commotion, probably. So we
Maybe you
probably
do
will
your
want to get
class.
the hell out of here.
Which above table, I have passed without a trace, is what I'm trying to say in
Okay.
game
Right,
terms.
right.
Yeah. So
No,
like
I
within
got
30
that
feet,
part.
I can give us like plus 10 stealth. So getting to the house of worship is like you can go ahead and blow it sky high once you get there. I think it's the issue of I don't think they're just gonna let 3 orcs walk in.
Yeah, I know. I
There
have
are
a
no
plan for
orcs
that.
in town, are there? I mean,
Okay.
maybe all the
Orcs aren't
No,
heard of or necessarily unwelcome. Wandering in a group, you're definitely going to be looked at suspiciously.
Droshka has planned. Do not worry. Droshka's a
Okay.
druid.
Well,
Don't forget.
I mean, just my own. It sounds like you're describing something that would be a rather large distraction. Since it sounds like
true.
one of you needs a rather large distraction.
Mm-hmm.
This is very true.
Just my 2 cents. Since
Okay,
you've
then I
literally
have a
pieced
plan.
it together like that in front
Hear
of
me
me.
out, okay? We will go to the church first. Now, my plan is to shapeshift into a mouse. I'm going to try to sneak in through the back. I want to come in right where the shrine is so I can get a really good swing on it. You two should stay out front. If there's guards, fine. Maybe you can sweet talk them away or something. I deal with the guards somehow, and then maybe board up the front doors or just try to keep them barred. That way, I can take care of what's going on inside. And
I may
then,
have
once the
something.
commotion is going on, you can go to the well, and you can go to the cows. You can be like, "Oh my God, some shit is happening," and I'll be in there.
I think. Damn it, wrong accent. Where?
I'll be like a bear.
Like a TTT toy. Anyway.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute.
Mine's simple. It doesn't need that much of a distraction. I'm literally just throwing some infectious agent into the well. Or is that what we need the distraction for?
to
I think we
combine
could-
the two of your things.
We could use a distraction.
Okay.
I might have something to hold the doors from a distance, but it doesn't last very long. The distraction could help get you to the well at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
DM question.
Mm-hmm.
Because they last 24 hours, could I have cast good berries yesterday and have some berries in a pouch? Or would I need to cast it today to have the berries?
I guess it's the question of how long you're looking for them to last.
Did you do it yesterday evening?
Probably. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like,
Yeah, I think
That's
it's probably
totally
kind of like a
fine.
force of habit of like being in the wild a lot. Like he would just cast Goodberry every evening just to have some food for the next day.
I'm okay with that.
Thank you.
I'm like, that's all perfectly within rules and reason. No problem. So are you trying to enter during the day, evening, morning?
I think if we want a big commotion, well, would any of us know like the hours of worship of the humans? Because like, if we
Roll me
want a big
religion.
commotion, shut out a fucking altar in the middle of fucking mass. It's gonna cause a fucking commotion.
Yeah, it's show me potato salad.
What
Is
do
he- is he-
15
is he the
religion
only-
give me?
Nobody else wants to roll on that. I just wanted to check that.
Oh, I can roll religion. I just
Religion.
actually have something in that, I think. For
I
some
don't
reason.
know. Oh, apparently I learned some things in the woods. I don't know. Don't really know.
I've been amongst the most humans and halflings, and they're the first ones to study this religion specifically. So when would Moth be?
So the largest day of worship within the Western Church is the final day of the week, which is then a celebration for the good prosperity that the week has brought them and a preparation for the new. It's the end of the cycle and the dawning of a new. The same is true for daily worship. At the end of each day, closest to sunset, that is when they worship.
I want to come in late afternoon, scope out the place, get in it as the evening's going on.
I think
Or
it
do you
would
want to be later than that?
it would also help us, infiltrate the town quietly until, of course, your distraction.
I think, yeah, I think I'll distract really good.
Well, works perfectly. Said it took a day and a half to get there.
Yay.
Amazing.
I'm like, I did say this before. I'm not making it up. So, congratulations. You now said you wanted to get there at the exact time that normal travel distance would get you there.
Perfect.
And you came up with that on your own without actually metagaming that fact.
Yeah.
And it works perfectly as well with, every evening before bed, just cast that good berry.
Now that we have a plan, do you want to switch to the other people and come back to us, or
No.
okay?
See, I'm also trying to give Mike time to arrive.
Oh, word.
That's the other
It
part
is
of
9
this.
o'clock, though. How long have we... Well, I guess it's only 16 minutes that we've been away from them.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not... I'm keeping an eye on it in that mindset, like, of not trying to actually keep them for too long. Because they are seeing the movement of everything as this is going. So that's the fun part of this, too, because now with no knowledge of what's going on, they're going to watch your tokens move across this map.
Yay.
It'd be funny as well is if we like draw our plan on the map, like without any writing, just draw it. All right, so we go through here, we do this, hit that, then we go to the well, then we do this, then we head over here to the east. Meanwhile, they're just looking at it like, what the fuck?
It's like some of the sports when they're showing the coach on the floor making the plan and you're just seeing like the circles and drawings. And we're all neurodivergent and don't know sports, so we're just like,
Yeah, of course. I watch sports. I love watching the sports.
So, the afternoon sun is high when you three find yourselves beginning to enter the edges of Coalfield. Unlike a lot of what has been seen throughout most of the human kingdom, these are very stout houses. They don't seem to have ever been built very high. Some of them, as you enter further into the town, have a front facade to them to make them seem a little bit taller than they are, just for the storefront appearance. But very few are the buildings over a foot tall. So this is your first time truly seeing a town of ranch homes.
So just for spell distances and whatnot, how high would the roofs be? Would it be above 30 feet?
No.
Okay. So yeah, I think as we get into town, like you would both see Sigrid kind of like lift the hawk to kind of just fly above, like in circles to keep an eye out. And then Sigrid basically just starts crouching tiger, hidden dragon, just hop his way, like literally just jump up on top of a fence and on top of a bush and just very quickly get himself to the rooftop. I'm gonna use my armor to cast levitate on myself and just boom 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 and just quickly get to the rooftop. And from there I will cast Pass Without a Trace on the three of us.
Right, I forgot to mention this. I a bit of a message.
You have what?
I can send message.
Oh.
So now that you're on a roof and we don't want to be loud, I can communicate with you reasonably okay.
I just look back and give a nod.
What is the gesture that Maeve makes to make their message spell? Like, do they make like a hand phone? Like, what is it that they do?
I don't know if magical phones exist. But I think I would probably just put my hand over my mouth because I don't want you to hear me muttering. I don't remember if you're supposed to say message out loud or not.
I believe it is.
Let me look at it.
Because I think it's the verbal, like literally, the message is spoken.
No, it's
Or did they change
somatic
it?
and material. It's somatic and material. You need a copper wire. You don't have to say anything.
Interesting.
Okay.
Right.
You can reply in a whisper that only you can hear.
There you go.
So basically, Sigrid's voice.
Right. So let me know what you see up there.
Well, when I get up there, first I'm gonna stealth. But I think to pass without a trace, like Sigrid will like grab a bit of dirt before jumping up there, and then kind of just sprinkle it on himself as part of the somatic. Like just a little bit of dirt on his hair and shoulders, and just get quiet on the rooftop. So
Fuck it.
Sigrid's
Let's see the
stealth.
roll.
That's gonna be a 35.
Yeah,
with
I was
pass
gonna
without a
say
trace.
with path. Yeah, that's great. So just kind of, you're already floating as it is.
Yep.
So it's just like stealth mode engaged.
It's like my feet are brushing the roof tiles.
just to like help kick yourself forward every so often. They're just like,
basically.
So you guys can just kind of barely see where he was.
And I guess, what do I see from up there?
Heading towards the center of town.
Yeah, I'm still like not getting out of the 30-foot range. I think we would probably. Oh, I can't control my token.
Oh,
but I think we would probably like. Yeah, I can't select it.
Oh. I only gave you half the things.
Ooh. It happens.
None of you can move your tokens. It was a trick all along.
Oh no.
I can move it. Yay!
No, now
that
you
just
can.
happened, maybe.
Yeah. There, now you all should be able to move yourselves.
Yep, there we go. So if we come in from the north, I think we'll come in from like this little alley. So like Sigrid will be on the rooftop. And kind of looking over this street, see if there's a lot of people or not.
You guys see me like Animorph style turn into a mouse?
It's gotta be animals.
Actually, how heavy is Maeve?
I would say if I'm halfling size, 50 pounds or less.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
like slowly like.
And Drashka as a mouse would probably be very light because I have a push, drag, or lift capacity of 240 pounds. I can probably just like, as a crouching tiger, hidden dragon up the fucking house, I can probably just like grab Maeve and have Drashka like on the shoulder as a mouse, and just we all get on the roof like that.
I'm holding on to someone's hair like Ratatouille. I'm not falling.
This is how I want the other party to find you now. Like, just the ridiculousness of the floating ranger with a thief on his shoulder and a fucking wild-shaped druid as a mouse.
Ratatouille on the top of the head.
Everything about this is just like, what the fuck did we just stumble into?
Yes.
Yeah.
But
no, that hits your. Yeah, no, you can do that.
Perfect. So I think before going for perception, I'll probably move us over here to have also line of sight towards the church. So have like, full line of sight over this street and this street.
This area seems to be kind of where the more middle kind of class people live, as there is kind of a central thoroughfare of the like decent merchant class, and then a very well kept passage towards the church and the town square.
Okay.
It looks like most of the guard presence is in the square itself, and the rest is mostly just well kept.
I think we're okay to get a little closer.
When we get close enough to the church, I'm just gonna scurry off.
Mm-hmm. So I think I'll take like a very like puff 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 running jump and then levitate over the fucking street to get across.
Love it. Just for pure wits and giggles, roll me a acrobatics check.
Okay.
Oh God! Oh
Watch,
Jesus
this is where I roll
Christ!
fucking
I'm
one.
about to be a
Right
dead
here.
mouse.
Oh, it's not a 1. It's not super low. It's not very high either. It's one of the things I'm not proficient with.
No, that's fine. I wanted to see if you got super high or super low in this.
Yeah. It's like the ET scene over the moon, except it's just like mouse
gonna
on the
say,
head, and
you try and hop that, you make it to the next building.
Mhm.
I just squeak off your shoulder, go down the building, down the wall. I'm scurrying off. Y'all don't. I'm gone.
Mhm. All right.
Funny enough, the thing to point out is they
Mhm.
changed animal form.
Did they? Was it?
Yeah, you can speak.
Oh, right,
Oh,
right.
okay.
I
I say-
thought you meant Ocasio changed animal form, or rather, this
No.
Joshua changed animal form. I was like, what? No.
Okay, then I'm gonna go.
halfway through the
Peace-
jump. It's just bear.
Peace
You
out.
fall down.
That's why I was just pointing out, like, it doesn't have to be squeak
Mhm.
squeak anymore. You can literally be
Okay.
like, "All right, I'm out, boop."
Yeah, I'm like, peace out.
See ya, bitches.
So it's like a very deep voice, pitched up.
Yeah. Pitched up for a mouse. Mm-hmm.
We got the Sam Elliott mouse.
Out. I will see you later. Good luck in your endeavor.
I love everything about
You
it.
as well. Well, I'll get us like close to this to the well, and if I can also get line of sight on the front door of the church.
Okay. Roll.
Okay.
Droska. Roll me either athletics or acrobatics.
For what? For fucking what? What am I doing?
You drop it out.
I'm scared. I wasn't dropping. I
He's-
was crawling.
Yeah, but he's on the roof.
Yeah, I was just gonna crawl down his shoulder, down the side of the building. Mice can do that.
They have a climb speed.
Mice?
Yeah.
Do mice have
I
a
don't know their
climb
stats.
speed?
I don't know if there's a
okay.
mouse stat, but weasels can climb.
That's why I'm like, I don't know. You tell me.
If you look,
Hold on,
if you
hold
look in
on,
extras, you
I'm-
should be able to see.
They have a 10-foot climb speed into yes.
Okay. Roll me. stealth with a +10.
Well, it's a good thing you got a +10.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's like
You're
you
telling
try to
me.
climb down the side of the fucking house and you just go, boom, ow, boom, ow, ow.
Good thing it's the middle of mass and no one can hear the tiniest mouse flopping around.
Some fucking snot-nosed kid grabs me, puts me in his pocket.
A guard sees you and you're like, "Good day, sir," and keep moving.
It's like, you saw nothing.
Right.
What you looking at?
The fuck?
I am walking here.
Oh my gosh. So, despite the amount of people at the time that you're working your way kind of towards the church, it is mostly just kind of what you would expect in almost your standard Catholic church before it's mass, but as it's kind of nearing that time.
Wait, did pass without trays help with that at all?
That's why you had a +10.
Oh, okay, work.
I'd say, yeah, that's why you had something. And
I thought it
wasn't
was because I was
just
a mouse
3.
and I was really little. Anyway.
No. We just narratively go with why they're seeing a mouse in that moment.
Yeah.
And then if you would have gotten caught, you would have started making performance rolls.
Okay.
But with all of the people here, there's not a high guard presence. But you do see a man that seems to be wearing the most lavish of clothing and is standing near the front of the room, in front of the
The front.
most audaciously plated and shining looking fake weapon.
Wait. So it's just outside? I thought it was in the church.
No, it's in the church. I'm
Oh,
describing
okay.
essentially what you're seeing as you're viewing.
Okay, so I found a crack into the church.
You can easily see into the church. It is
Okay.
like one large front door open, many windows. They don't have
So
anything to
he's
hide.
standing in front of it. Tell me about this sword. Is it like on a mount on the wall?
It is not. Well, there is essentially a large placard sticking out from everything that it is hanging from. So while it is a part of the wall, it is itself a large kind of kind of fixture to the wall that it is then attached to. It is,
So it's attached to the wall.
yeah. It's attached to something that is attached to the wall.
Okay.
Like, you know, when you buy a silly wall sword, it comes with a very large wood plaque to put it on.
Right.
Imagine the
Is it
next level of that.
like would it be hard to get off the wall?
Oh, yeah.
Does it seem like what the fuck? Okay.
I mean, it is masonryed on there, so.
Is he the only person in there or is there like a lot of people?
There's quite a few people in there themselves. He's just the one up towards the front, standing mostly alone.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna be a mouse still. And I want to try to get as close to him as I can before he notices. And then I would like to transform. Is it an action to turn back into yourself? Like I've said, I've never played a
I don't
druid.
know. You tell me. Look at your character sheet.
Yeah. Well, you stay in that form as a bonus action. Okay. I bonus action turn into Draska. And I attempt to cast Old Person on the guard.
He's a priest.
You said he had plate and shit.
No. I said he had very fancy looking, metallic looking clothing. You know, like a priest.
Oh, metallic looking clothing.
Yeah, he was very regal looking, but no, he's
Oh,
not.
okay. Then I'm gonna do what I was originally gonna do. Then I'm just gonna cast them.
You're gonna what?
Cast Thunderwave towards him and the wall.
Okay. I love it. I love it. So just out of nowhere, all of a sudden, Mouse turns into a 7-foot tall orc.
Yes.
Shoots out a cacophonous thunder wave.
Mhm.
Knocks this priest into the window. People nearby in pews go thrusting outward. High
Yep.
or low?
Hi.
The sword rattles in its holder on the placard, but it stays fixed. Gasps erupt from the room as people begin running. You hear as people begin calling for the guards. People are moving. Outside, standing above the city square, you see a very bored-looking guard standing over top of a well, collecting the copper from each of the people. There's at first a kind of few people standing in a short line, but after a moment it seems to clear up. And then it's just the same tired guard waiting next to a sign and a well. And then, like a grenade went off, one of the windows gets shattered out of the opposite side of the church. Debris gets thrust out of the open doorway, and screaming citizens come bursting forth as this thunderous boom goes off.
Could I have been holding an ensnaring strike to release if I see the door budge even a little bit? Because I want to basically shoot the door with ensnaring strike to keep it locked. It only lasts a minute.
Well, it's so the doors are sitting open on the church. But they are welcoming people into mass.
Okay.
And that is what people are running out of, terrified in this moment. After you see this grenade essentially go off.
Fair enough. Could I then ensnaring strike the guard at the well?
Yeah?
Cool. I'm gonna do that. So let's see. With my sharpshooter
Get him on his way to the church so he's not near the well to see us do anything.
Yeah.
That is a
Yeah,
good
I'm
point.
I'm gonna wait, and as soon as he gets like
You're
at
like
the
lining it
corner
up,
of
and
the
Maeve's like,
church,
hold on.
yeah,
It's-
it's like hold, hold, fire. I mean, I have a range of 600 feet with this, so you know.
And you're
It's
making it with
okay.
advantage. Because you're unseen.
Indeed. So yeah, does a 21 hit this random tired city guard?
Yes, it does, actually.
The guy who
Cool.
has to monitor the water cooler.
Right? That is
So-
literally what's happening. He is monitoring the water cooler, goes to run to see what is going on with the grenade that just went off in the church, and he gets shot in the back. And
So
immediately, what is the check? Or is there a check, or does it just go
Well,
off?
he takes 6 piercing, and as part of the hit, he has to make a strength save.
Okay. Let's see. These guys are bloop bloop.
Yeah, he passes. I have a 13 DC, unfortunately. So unfortunately, the vines shrivel away, and he doesn't take 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of its turns. But I mean, he still got shot, you know,
Does
in the back.
Maeve follow up when they see this? This is a moment of action.
How
I
far
have
away
2
from the
attacks
well
as
is
well.
this guard when he gets pinged? Is he close to the church?
I mean, y'all are moving in conjunction, so you're calling when that's happening. So I mean, you can.
I would assume I would like the guard to be as close to the church as possible before being snared. As that's happening, I'm gonna dart down to dump my payload.
Okay. Roll me stealth.
I am good at this, hopefully.
And you have a plus 10.
a plus 10. So
Mhm.
And I have a plus 9.
so that is a 32 to your, to your stealth roll.
Unseen.
He gets shot, and these vines wither around him. He spins around, and he doesn't
Hey
see
D.
anybody. Yeah.
Hey D. I have 2 attacks.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
So as he turns around, do I still have advantage? Or did I lose
Sniper
advantage?
rules dictate when you hit that you are no longer hidden.
Okay. Fair enough. Just checking. So the second attack is going to be an 18 to hit.
Currently, with essentially the way hide works, as long as you're hitting at least a 15, you're considered invisible.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, an 18 will still hit this like CR 1/8 guard.
Fortunately, it's only 4 points of damage.
He takes his 10th point of damage, and you watch as he collapses.
So I feel like he gets shot in the back, and when he turns around and probably is about to like, shout, yeah, just like he doesn't even get to shout. The arrow just gets in his mouth. Just
Yeah. He gets the like. Guard falls over. Maeve. Nobody can see you.
I just imagined there's a well, then suddenly Maeve's at the well, then suddenly Maeve is gone. It's like a cartoon, you know, like fucking Bugs Bunny.
Or like one of those found footage ghost videos where I just appear out of nowhere. And
Very that. Very
like, yeah, there's just like
you just see gleaming eyes for a second.
Right. There's just like the like 30 seconds of them perched on the edge of the well, pouring it in, looking back at the camera, and then they're gone.
Or, it's just like a video of the well with audio. There's nothing to see, and suddenly you just hear like, bloop.
Just a pouring sound in it. That'll
Like a
do.
trickling.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Right, back to the roof.
It's nobody there.
Yep.
All right. Back inside of the church. You have...
Would like to rage.
Okay. As people are screaming and running out of this, and you did 18 damage to the level 1 priest that was in there that is knocked unconscious against the wall, bleeding, as they got their head bashed into the window. And most of the other people are either looking at you aghast, standing over their family members, or running out of the room screaming. You now rage.
Yes. I would like to attack the sword, the shrine,
Okay.
with my maul.
Okay. Do it. Yeah, no, you definitely hit it.
Okay.
This is +2 to your damage. Because I believe it's terrible about adding in rage damage bonuses.
Not a 1.
I know what you're talking about. That's a 12.
Does that make it come out? Or do
So-
damage to it or anything? Like, I don't know.
I mean,
what
it's
this deal
definitely
is.
damaged it. You take out this massive maul and just sledgehammer into the sword. High or low?
Hi. Why do I always do this to myself?
You bend it at about a 20-degree angle. Creasing
Is it enough to, like,
into the
rip
wall.
it out of the wall? Oh, it greased it into the wall.
You watch as a small bit of stone debris behind it begins to fall out. And it sags just a little bit forward.
Sounds good. That's the end of my turn.
Do GTF... We're not in turns. Do you GTFO at this point?
No, I'm getting this motherfucking thing out the wall.
They're not
I have a
stopping you in this.
mission.
You have knocked out the priest. You
Okay, well then.
and the other people
I'm just
are
gonna
running terrified from the 7-foot
Well, I'm going to
screaming
town with this.
barbarian.
Well, I'm going to town with my maul until
What-
I can get this motherfucker out of the wall or break it or whatever.
On your next swing, well, that would be more of a baseball bat. Swing it with its crease against the wall. It clatters out of its mounting, bouncing across the room as it embeds itself into a further wall, creased at about a 45-degree angle.
Okay, I'm gonna try to bang it again. I want to
No.
break
You have
it in
knocked
half.
it out of the wall into
Oh.
another wall. Bent
Right,
it
that's what I'm saying.
almost in half.
My mission is to break this thing,
Okay. But it's metallic.
right?
You have
Yeah, but I
shattered
mean,
it off the wall.
so was the
It's pretty
fucking
broke.
'Cause
sword
my
of
point was,
Gondor,
it
and
was
it
hanging
shattered.
on the wall. You knocked it off of that wall and embedded it into a different wall.
Oh wait, okay. Can I pull it out of the wall?
Yeah, sure. Roll me athletics with advantage because you're raging.
I love how outside is like precision work, and, like basically just like paranormal investigation, and inside it's fucking Benny Hill.
Inside, it's what happens when you leave the barbarians to do stuff.
Exactly.
You
Very
managed
well done, Captain.
to rip it out of
Hey.
rip it out of the wall. A small bit of masonry kind of falling out underneath it, since it's lodged in this kind of bent and broken shape.
Well, since it's a nice bent and broken shape, I'm gonna stick it in the back of my tunic, like Wonder Woman did at that gala. And I'm gonna
Hold between the
walk
butt cheeks.
out. Do we still have messenger going on or whatever?
They have to send, and then you can reply.
Oh, I'm just wondering. Do I know?
I think if it's been 30 seconds to a minute after I've deployed the stuff and chaos is still happening, that I would, if I'm within range, reach out to Drashka to be like,
I mean, at this point,
how's
we're
it
at like
going
the
there?
12-second mark.
Okay.
My thing is, I don't know if I should take the sword with me and we'll just go destroy it somewhere else because I don't know how to destroy.
That's
a
on your
fucking sword.
RP.
What do I look like?
You don't have to literally destroy the sword itself, but that's on
I was gonna
the
say,
RP of you.
is the poison that's in the well enough? Can I just yeet it into the well?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna yeet it into the well. I just storm out into the middle of the street.
So,
Yay!
what are you planning?
All
Ooh.
this planning, and y'all watch as Droshka just 7-foot frame of Droshka just becomes storming out past these screaming people and hurls this boomerang of a golden replica sword into the well. And then just
Are there any guards or
nods.
anything coming up on us?
You see one guard as you're doing this dead on the ground.
So there's nobody
outside of the
to come.
church. But
There's
then,
nobody trying to come
as
for
this
us.
is happening, you see as the front door of the sheriff's office opens.
All right.
Let's get out of here.
I'm gonna get sheriff's office. I'm gonna walk up to it and I'm gonna let out my bear's roar before we haul ass.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's a bonus action and it's cool and I want to use it. I have a tattoo on my face and it alters to form a bear and they all have to make a wisdom save DC 15 or be frightened until the end of my next turn. So,
You hear 3 townsfolk scream from inside of this building. And the sheriff that passes his save looks back at the people and then looks back, wiping spit off his face.
He might have something else to wipe off of his face.
Jesus Christ!
Does he look
Hello.
scared? Is he gonna step to me? Because if he is, I'm gonna swing my maul at him. If not, we're just gonna leave.
I assumed y'all were running because you said you were running.
I was running. I thought we were running.
Does not hit.
I just wanted
I think
to.
the
I just
22
wanted
might.
to
It's like I want to
scare.
fight all of the sheriffs.
I just wanted to scare them, and I did everybody but the main guy.
And then there's Grim.
Know?
So okay, you
I mean,
shoot
look,
the sheriff.
The fuck!
I shot the sheriff. I will also use one of my.
Wait, are they still flying? Are y'all still flying?
I mean, I'm on the roof. I don't really fly. I just levitate. So I'm just very light.
Am I being carried still, or am I on my own?
I can carry you.
Okay. I hop back up on the roof, back into security zone.
I can be a
Sure.
bird and peace out if need be.
But I feel like Maeve is probably light enough that Sigrid can just like have her on his back and then just shoot the bow and then just boop boop boop.
I'm an orc. I wanted to be extra intimidating. I thought maybe I'd get, extra points.
Well, I'm helping intimidate.
You
But I'm gonna use like one of my non-spell slot Hunter's Mark to add a bit of damage to that hit. So that's
what is the goal?
basically to get him to go back inside. Because it's like one arrow might have missed, the second one hit. There's no telling where the third one might go.
I'm gonna look at him right dead in the eye and be like, there is a whole army of orcs out here. Barricade yourself inside. Close the door if you want to live.
Roll intimidation.
He seems to care for the people in there, so.
That's why I'm asking. That's why I want to know in this moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I have advantage. I have advantage because of my bear's roar.
Well,
Hold
then you
on.
should have rolled that.
Well, I forgot.
I mean, I can't make you do things. But yeah, come on.
There we go.
Let's wrap this up so I can get back to them.
There we go.
All right. So, as you scream in his face, his eyes narrow, but you can see that he believes you. And you watch as he quickly pivots back and you hear a bar slamming into place.
All right.
And you can hear
I turn
him
into
rustling.
a bird. And we all fly away.
Wonderful. Because the wonderful time that I wanted was for them to be coming in when you guys are on your way towards
The cattle.
the cattle.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Yep.
Now I drop you in.
Woo.
Boop. 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 Why, hello.
Hi.
A
Nothing
chaotic,
went awry.
a chaotic god gave us advice.
Yeah. So, now that we, of course, have all three of you, you find yourselves coming into a very squat frontier town. Shorter buildings than what you're normally used to greet you as you come in. The false fronts of storefronts trying to convey a slightly higher vantage point than the one-story buildings allow. You find a building or a city that seems quiet. A little more quiet than you'd expect. Not everybody at once. It's okay.
Well, Brenna, should we go see if any of your Thieves Guild people are around here?
Well, it seems awful quiet. I don't know if anyone is around here. Perhaps we should just try to find a local first.
Maybe we should try to find a tavern or an inn.
Well, the road leads you easily towards the center of town. You should have tokens and the ability to control yourselves.
I have no ability to control myself.
At least in game.
He meant move the token.
You have the power to move you. As you begin to move into the center of town, are you trying to move openly, stealthily, just keep your head on a swivel? cautious? What is there anything as you've noticed it's oddly quiet?
I'm pretty sure Brenna always moves as quietly as she can. I don't know that I'm necessarily moving slow enough to be considered stealth, but I'm not trying to draw attention to myself.
Okay. And Leaf's being Leaf?
Completely oblivious to Brenna trying to be quiet.
Okay.
Walking like a big twig in the forest.
As you get to basically right where it opens up into the square, you are immediately stopped. Sir, what you doing here?
What are we doing here? What are you doing here?
Sir, we are on high alert.
And
What is
I'm
your
on low
business
alert.
here in the town?
We've come to do a bit of trading.
Roll perception, both of you.
Damn you, Frank.
You see, as you kind of are taking in this guard that's standing there imposing himself between you, people in the background beginning to assemble and move barricades around the streets. They're trying to build choke points, passageways. This looks like a city under siege or preparing for one. And you,
Is the carnival in town? Are you guys getting ready for a show?
just beyond the guard, towards kind of back here by the church. Man, Mike's already rolling initiative. He's just ready to go.
I was just making. I didn't have Beyond
Mike's
20
like, "All right, let's
installed
fight!"
on my desktop for some reason. So I was making sure it worked.
You didn't have to ask what Ukrod was doing.
Right? Ready for combat.
Ukrad smash.
As
Don't have
you
to tell me
are-
twice.
are essentially looking past this individual where this is going on, you can see where around the steps of the church are a lot of broken glass and debris, and you can see in the dirt and gravel kind of just outside of it where there's still the stain of blood. There hasn't been any circus coming through here, but we've been told that there's an entire battalion of orcs coming.
An entire
Hey,
battalion of orcs.
Since when is one orc? I look at Ukrod. Since when is one orc a battalion?
I mean,
No.
if he
Or do
wants
you
to
not mean
see
him?
one orc be in a battalion, he's welcome to start a fight.
We had orcs.
Oh, sorry,
come
that's
here.
not what you meant.
We had orcs come here. Killed one of our guards.
Were they
Attacked
hot?
the priest. Were they hot? Attacked the priest in the church. Warned
like
us that
crazy.
there was an entire battalion and stormed out of town.
They sound crazy and need to be put down. and completely and utterly ugly.
We have to be prepared. I don't mean to stereotype you in any sort of group or anything, but we were literally just told that there were orcs coming.
mean, I don't think they're coming. I am the orc god after all, and I did not tell them to come.
Ew.
I can assure you they're not close by. We didn't see any
What?
on the
No, wait.
road
3.
on the way here.
You saying I am the orc god made me want to start singing I am the bull god, but changing the lyrics, and then I remembered that's a Kid Rock song, and I said, ew.
He looks very confused at Leaf. I don't know of an orc god.
Leaf's gonna extend their hand and be like, "I'm Leaf. Nice to meet you."
Reginald.
That's a boring name.
My mom gave it to me. I always liked it.
Reginald McHuman.
Good for you.
it's... Anyways, please be careful.
So does this mean that the market is closed?
I'm afraid there's no trade currently going on today.
What about tomorrow?
Please keep moving, sir.
Gonna look at Britta. He called me sir.
Yeah, perhaps we should just head back and, I don't know, try again another week. I was really looking forward to visiting the vegetable stalls too.
Essentially, what you can see is that he's moved to allow you to pass, but the people that are in the area are all working towards things, and there doesn't seem to be trade regularly going on. He's telling you the market's closed, and he's essentially
Yes,
checkpointing you, but he's not.
I wasn't here for trade anyway. It was a clever ruse so that we didn't give away our true
Oh,
intention.
no, I
that
get
we're
that.
Here.
I was just pointing out that he's not, after this point, he's not preventing you from moving on. That was my point.
So I'll open the line of communication with Ukrod and Leaf in their head.
Sorry about
Roll
the
the
vegetables,
die real
Britta.
quick.
How many hours?
Hi.
Ooh, we have this for 3 hours. So in their heads, I'll say perhaps we should just head back. It seems that they're locking down the town in anticipation of an attack.
I don't know if I want to be stuck here for that.
Well, if we have no qualms about letting the orcs take this town, then perhaps we go back and tell the war chief so that he can adjust his plans.
Roll me perception, all three of you. As you're standing there, kind of just beyond this checkpoint, kind of walking through, mentally having this conversation, you see as there's a group of workers kind of off to the side, barricading up a storefront. But then as they do, this middle-aged looking woman collapses. You see as the people around her rush over to try and tend her, but she doesn't get back up. Eventually, more people begin rushing over, and a stretcher is formed, and they begin hauling her over. And as you do, you watch as they're taking her to what seems to be a makeshift med tent, already with a line of very sick-looking people outside.
Brenna, should I go help people?
Bruno, should I have a conscience?
That is solely up to you. I do not know what level of involvement we wish to engage with here. Are you not trying to have your orcs take this town?
Yeah, but she's an old lady.
So you want to save her life so the orcs can kill her?
At least give them sport, you know? She can run away.
Well, we can always try to. I don't know if we're going to do any good convincing them to spare the bloodshed.
Fine, I'll go heal the old woman and tell her to leave town. Done my good deed for the century.
So, you go over to this medical area, and you see where they've laid down this stretcher with this middle-aged woman. She kind of has a wet cloth draped across her forehead. Roll me medicine as you do. She doesn't have a wound on her.
What do I know about
Hmm.
humans?
Can I make an Arcana
Might be wrong.
check to see if this looks like some sort of magical ailment?
Well, Arcana or medicine?
Well, my initial urge was to go with Arcana, and they're both the same, so let's go with that. Not very good.
Guys are doing great. Well, there are tales of magical ailments like mummy rot and various plagues that can beset someone if they are exposed to one of these cursed things. But you don't think this is mummy rot?
Well, that's good at least.
Very confident with that level 9 that it's definitely not mummy rot.
Yeah, no
Okay,
luck on them.
you leave.
You cast a healing. You're just casting like healing word or something.
Yeah.
You cast healing word on them, and you watch as the healing magic seems to make her hair a little bit better. Seems to improve a small bruise she had over one eye. But she doesn't sit up. She doesn't feel better. She just coughs again. Disease is not healed by healing word.
Here, eat these mushrooms.
that's immediately just falls into mushrooms. He's like, well, plan A failed, so plan B, mushrooms.
They're poison mushrooms. The one way to cure disease is death.
They, if you try and give them anything, they don't really have much strength right now as they were carried over in a stretcher. So they're not really going to eat an entire toadstool you hand them in any case in this point, and will smile and pat your hand and set it down on the stretcher next to them.
All right, done my good deed for the century. Let's go.
I did what I know. So what do you do?
Our hero.
Didn't see you doing anything.
Well, it's not about me.
Leaf really gives back to the people.
This is why I don't try. It never matters.
You see as people try and go into the church. It is kind of within the same area here, only to kind of be turned away. And you can see as there's this robed priest with one arm in a sling and a black eye trying to sweep with his good hand some of the broken glass out of the front of the church. He seems to be kind of nodding to people and asking them to please not come inside, and that service will continue as soon as possible.
I guess I'll ask them what happened.
I always love that the most neurodivergent one in the party is the one to walk up and ask these questions all the time. He pauses and looks at you. I haven't seen you around town before. But
I haven't seen you around town before either. Granted, this is my first time in town.
That explains a lot. I've been here for a number of years, working here at the church, so it makes sense if you're new that you haven't seen me. No, unfortunately, a great brute appeared out of nowhere, and I don't even know. They threw me against the wall in a great burst of power and then destroyed the church.
A great root?
Brute. Brute?
Oh, I thought it was a giant tree. That would have been weird.
Well, they were as thick as a tree.
Like in the mind, like thick, like dense,
No,
or like big.
legs like tree trunks.
That makes more sense.
Buttocks like an ox. Shoulders as broad as a house.
You really need to get laid, priest.
What? No. What?
You're fawning over some large creature that tried to kill you.
No? What? What can I help you with?
Brenna, why are we here again?
In my head, I'll say we were doing reconnaissance. We were here. We were here for the market. Remember?
Oh yeah, we came for the market.
Unfortunately, after the attack on the church, they screamed that there was more coming. And, well, just in case, we've gone into lockdown. You see, magical brutes like this don't tend to attack the city. Great magical brutes whispering into the night.
Got a message, Brenna. This guy's weird.
Oh, pot, meat, kettle.
Well, have fun with that surviving thing.
Look, he got a concussion, and he saw a half-naked orc woman beating up stuff. So yeah, he has some blurred memory and maybe some fantasies now. Some things got unlocked in him, and maybe he's not a dom.
So there was one of them.
I don't know. We only saw one. But, well, Francis that was shot, he was nowhere near her.
So there were two of them.
Well, we can only assume there was at least two. I don't really know how they operate. But, well, she just appeared. If they could have just appeared, then we can only assume there were more. Do you think there's more like her?
Why you have that look on your face?
What look?
Like you want there to be more.
No! Goes back to sweeping. Frantically. Almost like they're trying to purposefully distract themselves. So,
I don't know, Brenna. Should we just leave?
Perhaps that might be for the best. It seems the market's closed anyway.
Okay, you have fun with those feelings you got pushed really deep down and repressed.
may the light of Bochi shine on your soul.
Who's Bochi?
Why, the light of the world.
There is only one true god, the orc god, and that is me. And Leaf leaves.
Kind of has that, like, Nathan Fillion, like, finger outstretched, like, all right. DM slowly turns to people. So what is your plan? You've seen things. You know things have happened. You had a thought coming here, and now you're seeing some shit's already occurred. So what do you do?
I suppose Brenna has no stake in whether they take the town or don't. Um, as far as she's concerned, civilizations rise and fall. Um, however, if we're supposed to be helping the orcs, then I suppose we should go back and tell them what we saw.
Well, that's where you were all kind of torn in the middle of this, because you understand that people are going to deal with the reality of this, and that's kind of what you're seeing here. That more will come. And you can just sit back and let that course continue unchanged. Report to the orcs and move on. You can try and change the things that you've done here, but still leave it to the orcs. You can try and find a peaceful resolution. Everything stands in front of you. Because I feel like you had grandiose plans perhaps initially, but now you're seeing the reality of the situation. So, you can go either way. I will wonderfully go with it, but it's up to you. 100% up to you in this.
Who's in charge around here?
Well, golly gee willikers. There's a big mayoral estate, it seems. A capitol building of some kind.
Hear me out, Brenna. Maybe we can negotiate and they will admit that I am the orc god and maybe they'll give you some money and stuff.
I say, uh, on your head be it, since you want to play God.
Play God. I created the orcs. Doesn't that make me a god?
If I create a sandwich, does that make me God of the sandwich?
Yes, clearly.
Logic's flawless. Well, you have a big state building. Is that where you're going?
You coming?
Yeah, I guess in for a penny, in for a pound.
As you approach the slight outer walls around the Capitol building, you can see where they're marked with signs of vandalism. Graffiti, marks of arson that seems to have been put out. Various parts where people have tried to pry areas of the wall apart. Just continuous signs of not necessarily peace, but unrest on some level, socially. Inside, it's very well kept. fine wood pieces engraved and deeply oiled line every surface. Fine cushions. Well kept, but definitely worn. Showing that though everything is very nice and time and effort is put into it, it's not the most expensive and luxurious, but it's the best you could probably expect out here. Coming in at the time you are, you see the tired eyes of a bearded man sitting behind a massive mahogany desk. And he just kind of straightens up as the door opens and you all walk in. Yes, is there something I can help you all with?
You guys had some company, it looks like.
Yes. Unfortunately, it would seem that there's either a group of bandits in the area or the coming front of an invasion, whichever is to be believed.
Hear me out. What would be in it for us if we could maybe negotiate on your behalf?
With what?
Don't let this skid around, but I'm kind of the god of the orcs. I created them.
So, then you're saying that this large orc's report to the sheriff of a coming battalion is to be correct?
Yes.
Roll me persuasion. Beautiful.
Always is.
Right. Well, be that as it may, I mean, I definitely understand if you come bearing the wheels of this giant battalion. No, please, tell me more.
You look like you don't believe me.
Roll me insight. He's smiling at you in the way of somebody that is used to doing customer service work. He's used to dealing with the public.
Okay,
And
fine.
dealing with the public in a trade town. I said there was social unrest outside. Not everybody that deals with any kind of person like this is happy.
So what would be in it for me?
Well, assuming that there is this large battalion of magical enhanced orcs coming for the town, well, I would imagine the livelihood and safety of a good deal of people would probably at least be a decent reward in and of itself. General gratitude. Well, rest on your soul. I imagine the father would have some sort of blessing he could bestow upon you in that sort of situation.
So nothing.
What exactly would I give you for stopping something that one person has screamed at in a city about? If I had to reward every person that stopped invisible people and men in suits from damaging us, I assure you I would be quite broke.
Hey, Brenna, what do we want out of this?
This is on you, sir. You're the one that claims to be the god.
Britta's like, no, no, no. I told you outside. It's
Leaf is just thinking, let me experiment on your people with magic mushrooms. Maybe we can make modified humans.
because you've done so good with your.
In Leaf's
persuasion
head,
and
I'll
everything.
say, what exactly was your plan when you came in here? Because kind of seems like you're just spitballing ideas and hoping something works.
Yeah, exactly that. Sorry for wasting your time. I will be going now. Let the town burn.
He just kind of nods. Well, I hope you have a wonderful time in our town.
Enjoy the burning of your town.
Again, with this burning, really, have you brought anything for this? You're just waltzing in here, demanding things.
I wasn't demanding. I was just asking what you would give me for preventing the town from being attacked.
And with nothing to know, with nothing to prove, with nothing to show, what would I give? Key to the town?
No, those are usually symbolic and worthless.
Well, then what would you ask? That's the kind of question you waltz in and say, I will save you from this! Evil besieging your town! What will you give me? Hand just forward like a toddler, wishing to be.
Wait, did he just call me a toddler, Brenna?
Probably. It's accurate, though.
You waltz in here wondering, what is it that I will give you some sort of reward for this? Without even knowing what it is I'm rewarding you for.
Yeah, that sounds like Leaf.
Leaf is now bored.
I'm sorry, sir. You must understand that he is a little high on his own supply. We we probably should just go.
Well, I understand. If there is some sort of force coming to attack my town, I would care to know. But you must understand, one person coming in and screaming into my town doesn't necessarily prove something. We've had bandits before in these parts.
Okay, I do not like this guy. He said I was screaming. I was not screaming, Brenna.
He's not
You
talking
heard me. I
about
was
you.
not screaming.
We've had bandits in these
Leave.
parts before. We've dealt with people.
Can we just leave before we end up getting murdered? Or arrested?
Okay, fine. I will listen to Brenna and leave.
So, you walk outside of the Capitol building, disappointed in your time with the mayor. What do you think?
Brenna, do we really need to wait for the orcs to come and burn the town down? We could just do it ourselves while we're here.
I really do think you are high on your own supply. The three of us cannot take on a town.
You called me a toddler. I could at least burn the mansion down.
You're acting like a toddler.
Am not,
You can't get mad when someone tells you you're acting the way you are.
but I'm not. Just like, a little bit of fire, then we leave.
Or just let your children come play.
You never let me play.
Never let me have any fun.
Look, hear me out. I can cast Flaming Sphere, roll it through the front entrance of his mansion, and then we leave.
You are very hands-on for God. Aren't you guys supposed to just, go into your divine realm and ignore people?
Yeah, and then we also smite people when they annoy us. He was also dressed stupid.
Very intrigued by that.
Fine, Brenna, let's go.
This is a very interesting circumstance. Okay. So am I to understand then? You guys are saying you're like, all right, we're going to go back and report to the orcs.
I would heavily suggest that, but I don't know what Leaf's plans are.
Well, now we can just scout the fortifications and let them know what to expect.
Okay. I would like. Gosh. Well. How. Well, I mean, I guess in this situation, I might as well. Sigri, roll me 2d20.
Fantastic rolls.
You are new to cattle rustling.
Good thing I have high animal handling and speak with animals.
I mean, you guys got completely left to your own devices here, so
Yep.
with everybody, that's why I'm like, all right, let's just roll to see how many you're getting here. So the path back home. Helps if I move myself on the map too. I'm assuming, as the general tracker of the party, Britta, roll me survival. As you are beginning your travels to kind of head your way back towards town, you very quickly notice the movement of at least a small herd of cattle through the area, heading back towards Dracchoblad. And since you rolled so high, you see the same 3 sets of footprints mixed within them.
I will let Leaf and Ukrad know that the same 3 orcs, or the same 3 footprints I saw on the way there, are heading back to Dracchoblad with us.
In fact, it doesn't seem to be that old. As you continue to move yourselves through the path working towards Dracchoblad, you begin to move onto fresh cow droppings, trampled fields, signs becoming fresher and fresher for you. And then as you crest a bend in the river, you see 10 cows grazing. Just under a small cusp of trees. And you just see one massive orc standing nearby.
Nice cows.
This is where I just want the nice cock. Like, that's nice cock.
They're not chickens. They're cows.
So, you guys are just kind of walking up on them, kind of to add the exposition into the conversation here.
I would imagine that my hawk would have warned us that someone was coming up.
Basically. That's why in this situation, there was only one of you, visible. See? I cut to the chase, motherfucker. I know what you guys built. I knew what you would do in that situation. 2 of you have already proven you can fucking disappear. So, here we are.
So I guess who's visible right now?
Droshka. One massive orc. Again, this is also why I described a cusp of trees that they were eating under. See, I set the scene knowing what you would have put it in, Mr. Hoverfort.
What do you mean?
I have a DM that pays attention. So, you see this group. You see this situation prepared. You're waltzing up and saying, "Hey, nice cows." Or, because I mean, at that point, is everybody else sitting back and letting Leaf do that? Because I mean, you know him well enough.
I mean, on his own head be it.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not walking up to the orc. I'm just saying, "Hey, nice cows," as I pass by.
You're just walking by in that situation.
Yeah, let him burn the town. Town sucks.
Okay. So I guess in that situation with no context at all as to what anybody else is in that situation, Droshka. Are you there?
Yes.
This weird looking elf wearing mostly green and an odd looking magic hat just kind of calls from the roadway as you guys are prepared on the side of the road. Hey, nice cows!
Oh yes, thank you. Yes, very very good stock. Yes, yes.
You guys are ridiculous and I
I'm
hate
like side eyeing around.
Go in peace, my children.
Thank you, Daddy.
I would like the three of you that are not in the orc squad to roll me perception. Leaf, I would like you to roll me investigation with advantage. You're terrible at this.
Yes, I am.
Well, tall, muscular. Could be.
Yeah, Leaf doesn't care.
No, I mean, you listen to the priest talk about her enough. that was what I was getting to. It wasn't even the like one way or the other. It was just after you listened to a fawning priest reference somebody's description in glowing ways for so long. You eventually, when you see that person, you're just like, you have to check and be like, is this? Yeah, I guess I could see it.
Does Leaf care?
Oh, I don't expect Leaf to care, but it's just the question of like, yeah, okay, I guess I could see it.
I mean, not my type, but do what you do, preacher.
I shake my head at all of this. All right. This is going to be essentially where we will pause to get to the next interactions of what will happen, everything, and so that I can prepare you three for what you have to make for next session. So as these three people clearly had NPCs for this interaction that will keep going for what you guys will keep doing and what will keep going with this city and so on and so forth. But for the academy, I need you all to make wonderful citizens of the British Empire.
With crooked teeth.
Well, whatever you want, but you can make Captain Beface.
Did you not hear them say British? Yes, they have to have crooked teeth.
No, this is a fantasy world. I have crooked teeth in real life. My teeth are straight as fuck. I have one
See?
eye, but my teeth are beautiful.
We all live
Well, yeah, but you're rich.
fantasy in some ways, you know. Some of us role play rich. Some of us role play having stable families in our backgrounds. You know, some of us have perfect teeth. This is how we live vicariously.
Right. Period.
But in this situation, the three of you are going to be playing individuals that are in your final senior year at the Military Academy of Arwald. So you are people that have invested a significant amount of time into being able to do this. You are level 5. You, as the rules of being a knight, have to be able to wield martial weapons and cast spells. That is the only limitation. I don't care what combination of whatever you do to accomplish that, but that is the requirement. You must be both martial and spell oriented.
So I could go Blade Singer.
Yes, you could make a wizard.
I just like to be difficult. I apologize. It's a personality. It is a personality defect I have.
It's okay. No. I told Grim something before all of this. So, you know, we're just waiting to see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
it's
Tell him that I'm difficult.
No, I said we would wait to see what chaos you created for your one-shot character.